Yes. Good morning, everyone. 11th class accountancy, chapter 16, accounting for bills of exchange. And question number 7 we are doing, which is related to discounting of bills of exchange, for which topic we have already discussed in yesterday's class. So here I am making two parties book. First, I am reading the question. A sells goods of rupees 10,000 on 1st March 2019. Goods are sold. So as soon as we have read this, that A has sold goods to B. So first of all, we have to decide here that who is drawer and who is drawee. Please tell me. A sold goods to drawer to B. So who is drawer here and who is drawee here in this question? A has sold goods to B. Yes, tell me fast. Who is drawer and who is drawee? Yes, A is drawer because A is the seller and B is drawee because B is the buyer. So first of all, we will be doing the journal entry for sale transaction. And for B, that is the purchase transaction. Transaction is one, date is one, but it will be entered in two parties. Okay. So this transaction has happened on 1st March 2019. So for A, that is a sale. So the entry will be B debit to sales. This is the journal in the books of A and this is the journal in the books of B. So what is the amount of goods? 10,000. Is okay. This is the first entry. Being goods sold, narration I am here not writing, so simultaneously I will be telling you narration, because up to this stage you must be aware about all the narrations. So on the same date in the books of B, this entry will be passed. For him it's purchase, so purchase account will be debited. Purchases account debit to A and the amount will remain same. Being goods purchased from A. As I told you, that bills of exchange concept will be there only when the credit transaction is there. Next, B accepts a bill on the same date. So there is a making of bill on the same date. So again, we will be writing the same date, 1st March. So for A, the bill is BR. So BR account will be opened, bills receivable account debit, and B's account will be closed. Earlier B was debtor. After conversion into BR, B will no more be debtor. So B's account will be closed. So B amount will remain same. And for drawee, it will be BP as he needs to pay this bill. So he will be closing account of A. So A's account debit to BP. A's account will be closed by debiting it. Already it was credited. So to BP, amount will remain same. So the narration for A to BP will be being bill accepted. And in A's book, it will be being bill received. Now let's find out what is the date of maturity. Payable 3 months after date. So bill is payable after 3 months. So what will be the date of maturity? Tell me. Bill is payable after 3 months. So what will be the date of maturity? 1st March, then first month will be completed on 1st April. Then second month will be completed on 1st May. And third month will be completed on, yes, 1st June. So April, 1st March, first month will be completed on 1st April, 1st May. So here 3 months complete on 1st June. Now add 3 days of grace. So what will be the maturity date? 4th June. This you have to calculate separately. Yes, very good. 4th June. So on 4th June, now A can get the payment, not before that. Okay. So, but maybe A is in requirement of funds. That's why A discounts the bill at the rate of 6% per annum from bank on 4th April. So on 4th April, A has discounted the bill. 4th April. So we will be doing the entry which I told you yesterday. When the bill will be given to bank, so bank account will be debited because bank will be making us payment, bank account debited, And there must be some discounting charges because bank will be deducting some amount, and after deducting, bank will be giving us the rest amount. So discounting charges are an expense or loss, we can say. So that's why I have debited it. Bank account debit, discounting charges account debited to BR. This account will be closed because you will be giving your BR to bank. So you will be not having any more BR. So BR is your asset. So asset is decreased. So when A will be discounting the bill, then there will be no entry in B's book. Why? Because now B has to wait and watch, and he will be making payment on maturity date only, irrespective to whom. He will be making payment to the drawer or to the holder of the bill. So in this case A has given bill to bank. So in this case, bank will be the holder of the bill, and on the date of maturity, now bank will be getting payment from B. Okay. So now how to fill the amount? So the bill was of rupees 10,000 and the discounting charges rate is given, that is 6% per annum. Now tell me for how many months the discounting charges will be calculated, because he has discounted on April and the date is on 4th June. So for how many months the discounting charges will be calculated? Please tell me. The bill is discounted on 4th April and the maturity date will come on 4th June. So for how many months? Yes, very good. 2 months. Why not 3 months? Because bill was accepted on 1st March and 1 month has been already passed. So only 2 months are left. So the discounting charges will be calculated only for 2 months. Okay, so the discounting charges comes here 100. So yes, left month will be considered. Very good. So 100 rupees are the discounting charges and the bill amount was 10,000. So after deducting 100 rupees, bank will be giving 9,900 rupees to A. So entry will be bank account debit 9,900, discounting charges 100 to BR 10,000. So this entry will be passed. Now the maturity date will come on 4th July. So on maturity date, B will be making payment to bank. So no entry will be done on maturity date in the books of A. Why? Because A has already received the money. So he cannot pass now further entry for receiving of the payment. Now bank is the holder of the bill because A has given his bill to bank. So only bank will be passing the entry in his books, as well as B will be passing his entry in his books. Okay, so the entry will be BP account debit. So BP account now will be closed. BP is a liability. When we will be making payment of liability, the liability account will be closed. So BP account debited to bank, as we are making payment to bank with the full amount. Okay, so B has made the payment, and here we are not making bank's book because it will be never required in the question. So no entry will be passed in these in the books of bank. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 7 and the complete concept of discounting of bills of exchange. Already we have discussed this concept in yesterday's class. Today we have just done one numerical. Now one more case we will be doing. So 3 entries in the books of drawer and 3 entries in the books of drawing itself. Okay. Clear. Cross, I have put a cross because at the time of discounting of bill, no entry will be passed in the books of B. So that's why I have put a cross for better clarity, so that there must be one thing clear in your mind that no entry will be passed. So doing of cross is not compulsory. I have marked one cross just to make you understand that no entry will be passed. Okay. Next is yesterday I told you that 4 treatments can be done with the bill. First treatment, retain the bill till the date of maturity. Second treatment, discounting. And third treatment, endorsement of the bill. Endorsement means you are giving the bill to a third party. Suppose ABC are 3 persons there. Okay, so A has purchased goods from C and further A has sold those goods to B. So in this case, in previously A has purchased goods from C, not now. Previously A has purchased goods from C. Okay, so suppose A has sold goods to B of rupees 50,000. So first entry in the books of A and in the books of B. With the help of an example, we are doing this topic. Endorsement meaning I have already told you. Endorsement means you are giving, drawer is giving his bill to some other person to whom he was liable to make a payment. Okay. So first transaction in the books of A has sold goods to B. So B to sale 50,000. Then further purchases are made. Purchases to A 50,000. Okay. Further bill was accepted. So the same entry for bill acceptance. As I told you that these two entries will be there in every treatment, in every question. Credit sale and then acceptance of bill. So with the same amount, the bill will be accepted 50,000. And here the BP will be accepted A to BP and the amount will remain same 50,000. Okay. So now suppose the maturity date is after 3 months, same 4th June, but in between A was supposed to make a payment to C of the same amount of 50,000. So A has two options, either to make payment to C or to endorse his bill to C. So in that case, if bill is endorsed, let's see its treatment. BR is an asset for A and C is a liability, creditor. That's why he wants to make payment to him. C is a creditor or a liability to A. So when A will be giving his bill to C, so in that case, BR will be no more with A. So asset will decrease. And here, when the liability will be paid, on the other hand side, liability will also decrease. So what could be the journal entry on the basis of rules of debit and credit? Please tell me. On one hand side, asset is decreasing and on other hand side, liability is decreasing. So what will be the journal entry? C is a liability as a creditor and BR is an asset. Asset is decreasing, liability is decreasing. So what journal entry will be passed? Yes, very good. Very good, everyone. Keep on giving answer. Very good. So the journal entry will be very good. Very good, Ankita and many other students. So entry will be liability decreased. So debited to BR asset. Asset decrease to BR and amount will remain same. Okay, no entry at the time of endorsement of the bill in the books of B. Now, if the books of C is also asked, books of C is also asked. So in that case, C is getting a BR. So now BR will be with C. So BR account debit to, from whom he has got the BR? A. Because B has not given any BR to C. Who has given BR to C? A. So his debtor will be decreased. A was earlier debtor of C. So with the same amount, this entry will be passed. Clear? In this case, A has endorsed his bill to C. So two parties are there in the endorsement. First party is endorser. So who is endorser? The person who is transferring his bill to the other party. And other party C is known as endorsee. Endorser and endorsee. Endorser is the person who is transferring his bill to his creditor. C is the creditor of A. And endorsee is the person who is getting the bill from his debtor. To whom the bill is transferred is endorsee. The person to whom the bill is endorsed or the bill is transferred is known as endorsee. So could you please tell me now finally who is having the bill? Earlier B was having the bill, he has accepted the bill and given to A. Then A has given bill to C. So finally who is having the bill? Who is having the BR? Tell me. Finally, who is having the BR? Please tell me. Everyone, tell me fast. Who is having the BR? Very good. Yes, C. Very good. So C is having the BR. So finally, who is going to get the payment? Yes, endorsee is having the BR and C is endorsee here. So finally, who will be getting the payment? Who will be getting the payment? Finally, please tell me. Who will be getting the payment? Yes, C. So at the time of making of the payment, entry in the books of C on the maturity date, which was 4th June, cash account debit BR 50,000. So C will be getting the payment. And in the books of A, there will be no entry because he was not having any bill. So on maturity date, there will be no entry in the books of A. And in the books of B, again the same entry. So irrespective, what is the treatment of B, the number of entries will be same in the books of drawee always. Okay, first entry in relation to purchase, second entry in relation to acceptance of bill, and third entry on the date of maturity is making of payment. So BP account debit to cash account. This is the entry. So whatever is the treatment done with the bill is done by the drawer only. So in drawer's book, always there will be three entries in all the cases, whether it is retaining the bill or discounting the bill or it is endorsement of the bill. So purchases account debit, bill acceptance, draw to BP, then making of payment BP to cash. And in the books of endorsee, two entries will be passed. BR account debit to A at the time of receiving of bill from the drawer. Second entry at the time of receiving of payment. Cash account debit to BR. Now it's not necessary that C will be receiving the payment. Further, he is having all the four options. He can retain the bill, he can discount the bill, he can endorse the bill, C can further endorse the bill to any other third party. So bill can be endorsed as many times as the holder of the bill wants. Finally, the person who will be having the bill on the maturity date will be getting the payment. So I hope I am clear with the topic.